Hello, Occupy Wall Street. I'm here with Max Keiser, and he has some statements for you.
Well, yes, Occupy Wall Street. It's growing by leaps and bounds, right? It's spreading all over the country.
Is this what you see as the GIABO, Global Insurrection Against Banker Occupation, Max?
Yes, the global insurrection against banker occupation is the master global insurrection Occupy concept. Then there's Occupy Wall Street as a chapter of GIABO, as I call it, and now you've got chapters all over the U.S. and San Francisco and Chicago. This adds to our satellite campaign in Tunis and Egypt and Athens and Dublin. And I think it's interesting because Athens looks like it's about ready to burst open again, and this is all part of the global insurrection.
And how about Portugal? You covered that on maxkeiser.com, the GIABO. I pronounce it with the Italian pronunciation. I say you have the more Germanic pronunciation of GIABO. But it's spreading to Portugal as well, but that's not getting much attention right now.
No, not at all. When you read that Occupy Wall Street is not getting any media attention, they are getting media attention, especially when you compare it to Portugal, which is really getting no media attention at all. But it's the same part of the same global insurrection against banker occupation. Now, I noticed that also the Occupy Wall Street people have put out their list of concerns, I think they're calling it. It's a very long list, something like 15 items on the list. So they're beginning now to formulate a purpose for the campaign.
And now finally, Max, Bill Maher did mention the demands issued by David DeGraw about the 99 percenters. But the other important thing that happened in the last week is the Occupy San Francisco, where that woman stood out in front of the San Francisco Fed and demanded that Jamie Dimon come out with his hands up. I believe she may have been watching the Keiser report.
Well, this is where it's all headed. You have Occupy Wall Street has their 15 or so list of concerns. You've got people in San Francisco now breaking through to actually making a demand and actually naming names. And when you look at the global picture, one name stands out, Jamie Dimon of J.P. Morgan. He's both a principal at the New York Federal Reserve. He's the CEO of J.P. Morgan. He's the chief architect in the wave of global financial terrorism that has precipitated these actions. So as the global insurrection heats up, then it'll be more obvious to the protesters that the guy that they're fighting against is Jamie Dimon.
And it's all ending on the bridge this weekend, Max. And do you expect more bridge protests? We saw that in Cairo, the famous bridge moment where the protesters in Cairo were crossing the bridge and the police came and started slaughtering them, and that basically made them win, the protesters. So one final question.
Yeah, well, the bridge is an excellent, really, metaphor to what I'm saying here. Why is the bridge suddenly working so well in the occupation? Why did it work so well in Cairo? Because it's a single point that one can cross over, and by blocking that single point, you achieve economies of scale, and now the media is really interested. Similarly, that list of 15 items that are of concern needs to be whittled down to one. Consider that the bridge to success. You can't have 15, just like if you had 15 bridges across to Manhattan, you couldn't occupy one and get the same kind of effect that you do as they has achieved by occupying the Brooklyn Bridge. So there's that strategy that needs to be embodied of picking the most vulnerable, the choke point, and sitting on that choke point until a demand is met.
Bravo! That's it for GIABO this week.
Thanks, Stacy.
Aren't you supposed to say bye, y'all?
Bye, y'all.